What's up guys, it's Richard from US11 back again with another video, and in today's video, after close to 2 weeks now, finally want to make my final review, final chapter for JJK. Now the thing is, it really took me a while to process everything. It really took me a while to kind of come to terms with JJK ending, kind of come to terms with the way JJK ended and the way Gege wanted to wrap up the old JJK saga. I wouldn't lie, I was very angry. In fact, I was very demoralized because this has been a series that, I kid you not, got me back into YouTube. I loved this series so much that I literally started making videos on YouTube. That's to show you my love for this series. And I was this kind of person that was always praising Gege. I was this kind of person that was always praising JJK as it being perhaps one of the best anime, even closely rivaling animes like One Piece, Dragon Ball. Like, that was how great I knew JJK was. So this ending really came as a very big surprise to me, and here is my opinion, and here is what I have been able to take from this ending, and hopefully this is probably like a closure for me, and probably as you listen to this video and as you like this video, probably this might also be a closure for you. So the first thing I want to say is, I was very angry when I first read the chapter. Literally took me about a week to just like go back to it again, reread, and try to get some sort of closure or understanding, and try to understand why Gege took the route that he did. So like I said in my previous video, I feel that there were a lot of things that went in the background that involved Gege. I really feel that probably he was pressured, or probably he just fell out, or probably he didn't just feel like writing JJK anymore. I feel that there was something that literally changed his opinion towards writing JJK, and that's the reason why we got such a lackluster ending. But one thing I can say is that I've been able to actually process everything, and I have been able to come to a closure. JJK is a very good anime. JJK is a very good manga. JJK is very enjoyable. And one thing I can say is that it had a very somewhat lackluster ending, but I do respect the fact that Gege was at least man enough to close Sukuna's ending. And like everybody knows, Sukuna is my best character when it comes to JJK. So now let's talk about the last chapter of JJK. And let's talk about what the chapter is all about and what we're able to actually get from the last chapter. So the first thing I want to say is I'm very sorry for anybody that thinks I'm going to literally talk about the first half of the chapter, because I felt that was a big waste of time. Like, I felt as though Gege could have used this to probably just done the burial of Gojo, might have used this to explain so many things, like us seeing Yuji, Megumi, and Nobara just doing their basic course activities. At this point, I really didn't feel it, and I won't lie, at this point I was just getting annoyed the more I continued to see it. Now, I do like the fact that Yuji has grown up to the level where he's very competent, and of course that would make sense. This is the person that literally fought against Sukuna. If you can survive a battle against Sukuna, of course you are very strong and independent to take on any responsibility. And one thing I can say about the chapter is that going into it, you could see the conversation that Gojo had with Yuji, essentially passing the torch to Yuji, saying that if I am not able to make it out of this battle, you are to take this mantle and you are to be somebody better than me. So at least we can all say that that was a good thing. At least we saw Gojo and we were able to get a little bit of closure when it comes to Gojo. But now let's switch to the best part about this chapter, and let's switch to the Sukuna part. Now we see Sukuna arrive in the underworld, because I tend to think that probably that's where Sukuna arrived in, and he sees Mahito, and Mahito chastises him, saying that after everything he still ended up losing, that he thinks Sukuna has gone soft. And this is one thing I really did like about how Sukuna answered everything, because you know, originally, one thing about JJK is the act of reincarnation and the act of you choosing your path. You can either go south if you feel as though you want to remain the same, or you can go north if you feel you want to start something new. And one thing that we have always known about someone like Sukuna is he was always the kind of person that would always go south, because Sukuna was the kind of person that believed in himself and believed in his powers, and also feels that he can achieve anything by himself. So being defeated by Yuji must have really made him think through a lot of things. Now, this is one reason why I say I will forever love the character that is Sukuna. Because Sukuna isn't just your type of generic character. Sukuna is the kind of person that learns from his environment. Sukuna is the kind of person that learns from his experience and action. And from what I've been able to gather, I feel as though this is the first time Sukuna has legitimately lost a battle. And it shows that Sukuna is able to learn from that and is able to do what? Do you know what? I failed because of this. Let me try something new. Now, a lot of people are saying that this is unlike Sukuna, but I would rather say that this is exactly like Sukuna, because one thing Sukuna has always said is that if he were to lose, you can do whatever you want to do with him, because to him, he felt as though him losing means that his whole idea and his whole philosophy has completely broken down. And this shows by him losing to Yuji. When he goes there, he chooses to go what? North. Why? Because at the end of the day, he said it. He said at the end of the day, he came with his own morale and he lost. And he took the L like a villain that he is. And he went to reincarnate into something else. Now, I am hoping that this might be season 2 of JJK. I really, really hope that this might be part 2 of JJK. I'll be very happy if we can see Sukuna in another form. That would make sense. But this is just me trying to cope. Essentially, what am I trying to say is that, yes, I won't lie, I didn't really like the way JJK ended. But at least I love the way Sukuna was able to wrap up his whole arc. I love the way Sukuna was able to at least give closure to some of us. And really, JJK overall wasn't that bad of a manga. JJK had a very strong opening, but had a very weak ending. And it doesn't mean because your manga had a very weak ending, that should take away from the greatness that is JJK. And that was just something that I just had to realize. So, what am I trying to say essentially? I really did enjoy JJK. I am really hoping that we will get to experience more of JJK in the future. And here is me crossing my fingers and hoping Gege is going to come back and blow everybody's mind like he always does. So yeah, that'll be all for today's video, guys. This is a video that, I don't know, took me about a week to just gather my thoughts and just put down. Because I won't lie, I was disappointed. I won't lie, I was very disappointed. And I just fell down. I didn't even want to make any video. But now I've been able to like think things through. And I felt that now was the right time to post the video. So if you like anything I have to say, you know what to do. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you share. You'd really, really be doing me a favor. And yeah, that'll be all for today's video, guys. Thank you very much for listening. And yeah, have a nice day.